Morning, YouTube family. It's your girl Kate Monet back with another nursing video. So 6 in the morning. Typically I have to be up no later than 5:30. Some days I might kind of push it to 5:40, 5:45, and that's only if like my lunch is already prepared, my clothes are laid out, and all of that. So typically 5:30. My drive is about a 30-minute to 35-minute drive to work. I really be out here commuting to work. That's the crazy part. At my old job, I was literally around the corner, less than 2 minutes away. So going from that to driving 35 minutes, that is something different. Okay, so at this point, I would have already clocked in, went to my locker, came on the unit, scrubbed in for about 3 minutes. All nurses have to scrub in for 3 minutes before we walk onto the unit. So yeah, now we are going to sit down and get report from the night shift nurse. So our patient today, the name is Pretend Baby. It's a baby girl. So Pretend Baby came to the NICU at 25 weeks and is currently 35 and 1. She came in with RDS, which is basically breathing, lung issues. She is SGA, which means she was small for her gestational age. Her mom was positive for drugs, and she is currently anemic as well. Her care times are 8, 11, 2, and 5. She has an NG tube at 15 centimeters. She is a nurse practitioner baby. She is getting morphine with each of her care times, so 8, 11, 2, and 5. Baby girl's diet is breast milk with NeoSure to make 24 calorie. She can get 30 mLs over 30 minutes through the NG tube, and she can also PO twice a shift. So in a situation like this, I would PO feed my patient at 8 and 2 o'clock. And lastly, baby girl's weight last night was 2,100 grams, and today looks like she has gained a total of 15. So she's currently 2,115 grams. And lastly, we do have to do a NAS scoring on the baby. This basically shows us the severity of baby's withdrawal. As a nurse, we have to pinpoint if they are poorly feeding, is baby projectile vomiting, is baby having tremors, things of that sort. So we do have to score the baby after every care time. Now at this point, I am just kind of going over my report. I'm highlighting the important things I need to pay attention to. I'm reading over the chart, looking at feeding orders, and just kind of getting myself organized before I start prepping for the day, basically. Now I am getting my day started. I am wiping down everything that we touch as nurses, providers, whatever. Wiping down stethoscopes, bassinets, open cribs, isolates, chairs, equipment, anything you can think of that you touch, the computer, the keypad, the desk, everything that we touch, I wipe down. So as you can see, I am doing that. And then the next thing up will be me pretty much checking the equipment, as we would say, safety equipment. So this is basically called a NEOT. This is a resuscitation device that provides a safe method for delivering consistent rescue breaths to a patient's airway. So if there's an event where a baby is having issues with breathing or just not breathing at all, we will pull this out and give the necessary rescue breaths. And lastly, I am checking the suction equipment. We will use this on baby if they're having secretions in the mouth, drainage from the nose, things of that sort. We will pull the suction out and suction baby to clear the passageway from the nose and the mouth. So yeah, I'm just making sure that it's connected and working properly. And also when working in the NICU, sometimes you can have anywhere between 2 to 3 patients. So right now I am working on my 8 o'clock patient. So again, that care time is 8, 11, 2, and 5. So I am just prepping baby's food pretty much for the remainder of my shift. That way, when the next care time comes at 11, I can just go to the fridge, grab the milk out, and it's already set and ready to go. So I do this with every baby. For me, it just keeps me organized, keeps me on top of everything, and keeps the flow of the day going. So here I am mixing up or actually I'm not mixing up. I am just prepping the milk that the night shift nurse made for me. Normally on day shift and on night shift, we make the milk up for the oncoming shift, and we make sure we restock and things of that sort. So it's really, really helpful when the previous nurse preps the milk for you. Okay, so now I am getting ready to start my care time. So that consists of getting vitals along with doing a full head to toe assessment. Vitals include heart rate, respiration, oxygen saturation, temperature, and blood pressure. Once I get that, I will start my full head to toe assessment. So that basically includes checking baby's head, or checking to see if their sutures are overriding. Are their fontanelles soft and flat? Is it bulging? Then we listen to baby's lung sounds. We count in the respiration, we're looking at the color of the skin. We're checking the suck reflex in the mouth, checking behind the ears, literally just checking baby through and through. When it comes to the abdomen, we do measure the abdomen as well as the head. And lastly, we do have to weigh the baby. That's something we have to do on day shift. So when I'm done weighing the baby, done with my assessment, done with vitals, I will begin to start my feed for that particular patient. So once I'm done with that, I really just move along to the next patient. And remember, you're literally repeating that process for your next two patients. So now I am finally able to sit down and do some charting, y'all. You know how it is when you got a chart. So at this point, it's about 10 o'clock ish, and I'm pretty much just inputting all of the information that I wrote down for each of my patients. So their vitals, their assessments, inputting their weight that morning, inputting the measurements. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Once I am done charting, I do like to go take a quick break, get a drink of water, eat some breakfast, whether that be a granola bar or something that I brought from home. I try to stay away from McDonald's. We do have that in my hospital, but yeah, I do try to get a quick break in and then come back and do it all over again. Most times I like to start my care times about 15 to 20 minutes prior, just because you never know what can happen with your baby. It could be a situation where a parent may call, or your baby probably pulled out their NG tube. You just never know. So you just want to be prepared and kind of start your assessments early. And yeah, y'all, once I'm done charting, I like to go back to my report sheet and cross off all the things that I charted. So here I am crossing off the vital signs. I am crossing off that I gave the morphine, that I did the NAS scoring for that baby. And I do like a slash through it just to let me know that I am done with care time number 1, and it's time to move forward to the next care time at 11 o'clock. I do want to reiterate that this report sheet is something that I made up. I made up a pretend baby patient for you guys to see and get an idea of how I receive report, how I write down all of my information pertaining to that particular baby, and yeah, how I chart in the day in the life of a NICU nurse. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.